Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the off season. Hey, what up, though? That's right, the What Up Though Show Network presents the off season, a show that we're gonna do with me, myself, the OG Tim Wilson, along with Big Ed and Ways, the Nasty Boys. We do this when it's the off season. When it's the season, we do the showdown. Y'all know what it is. It's going down like this, man. A lot to talk about today. We talk about all kind of stuff in the off season. You know, stuff that's going on in the off season in football, stuff that's happening in other sports and sports world in general. And sometimes we might go outside the box. So expect. I don't know what is that on your face, Big Ed?
Hold on, let me go close this curtain all the way.
I'm sitting here like I can see the sunset on his face.
I didn't know what it was. I thought he had a jelly bean on his face or something. I didn't know what was going on there.
Yeah.
There he is.
Sun was shining through the curtain.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is Big Ed. What's up? The Nasty Boys are in the building. Big Ed Ways, what's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Feeling good, feeling good.
Got a new mic.
I think we got a new mic. I like it, man. That's dope. That's dope.
How's it sound?
Sounds fantastic.
Awesome.
Sounds great.
I'm almost jealous.
I almost put my new mic shield on it too, but that's on the other mic. That's on the recording mic.
All right, cool.
Right.
Cool in the game. Waves, what's happening with you, man?
Well, I've had a new mic for about a month and a half now. But no, man, today was the first day of summer for the kids. School let out yesterday for them for the summer, so it's been interesting to say the least.
Okay, it was a beautiful day here. I don't know what the weather was like there, but beautiful day today.
Oh yeah, here too.
It was all
rained
right.
the last couple days.
Ooh-wee. My garden is happy.
Hear you, man. You gonna be happy too. If your garden's happy, so's your kitchen cabinets.
Uh-huh.
Yes, sir. That happens. So we're gonna dive in, man. I got quite a bit of stuff to talk about. Don't miss the 2-man show we did last weekend. Big Ed had a fire in his in his walls.
Yeah.
He stuck a fork in the socket and blew the power out.
Sorry, I was gonna say that's what she said. But
yeah, I hope not. That means she's burning.
Now, my wife.
Yeah, so Big Ed couldn't make it this past weekend, so Waze and I decided to go on ourselves and do a 2-man show, and it was gummy.
To say the least.
Oh boy.
Started out okay, but the gummies kicked in and it just went on and on. And to be honest, I have no idea what the hell we were talking about by the end of that show.
I edited the entire thing, so I rewatched it and everything, and I still don't remember it.
It was just we were gone. We were on the deep end.
Yeah.
It was fun though, but we were out. I was just rambling. You think I'm rambling now? You should have saw me on a gummy. Speaking of which, where are my gummies? Oh, I think I want one. That said, man, y'all want to get into this?
Let's get it.
Since you're doing a gummy, since you want a gummy, I got some blunt.
Oh, see, I don't have a gummy though.
Oh,
I don't have a gummy though. Let's start it off with something that went down. Came out today. I don't know when it went down, but it came out today. Antonio Brown, former Steelers wide receiver, he also played with the Patriots and the Tampa Bay Bucks and the Raiders and whoever else was cut him a check. He filed bankruptcy. Built up a $3 million debt with 8 creditors.
Oh wow.
losing his $6.5 million house.
Jeez, bro.
And he says that he has less than $50,000 in assets to his name.
Oh, damn.
Damn, you started from the bottom, now you're back.
Oh, funny. Good one there, Wade. Yeah, that's it's funny, you know, like Latone used to always say, when the checks stop. But that's, I mean, it's funny if you think about how arrogant he was when he had it, you know, and the things he did, and now it just goes to show that's why you can't be arrogant. That's why it pays to be humble.
Yep.
Because one day the checks stop. Are you smart with your money? Were you smart with your money, or were you not? Because it catches up.
Right.
Yeah.
Saw that child support.
Oh, man, wait till he finds out the truth about that. He thought bankruptcy was gonna save him. Boy, this is the US of A. You paying that.
They don't give a fuck.
Right?
They
Child
said,
support
"Oh,
is the
don't
biggest scam in
worry."
history.
They said, "Don't worry, we got the workhouse. We can send you there."
Yeah. Yeah. Well, then there's the opposite end of that spectrum. Somebody that I believe is taking care of his money. So far anyway. And I think he's smart. He seems to be sharp and seems to be have a level head and a good head on his shoulders. Jalen Hurts, quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, also known as the PH Carltons.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jalen Hurts just signed an enormous contract, right? What, $200-something million?
Something like that.
Yeah, I think so.
Jalen Hurts in Texas. I didn't know he was a Texas boy, but in Texas, in his hometown of Texas, he purchased a $250,000 house.
Damn.
And he has an apartment that he rents in Philadelphia because he says that Texas is going to be his permanent home when he's done. So that's where he dwells. He has a house in Texas and an apartment in Philly.
$250,000 though.
$250,000 house, just a regular old house, nice house.
You know what? I'll be real. That just makes me respect him even more.
Me too.
Because as far as I'm looking at it, that man ain't thinking any different than the way I would be thinking if I had his money too. Because I got all this money doesn't mean I need to spend it in one place.
Zillow says right now that my house is worth $225,000, and it's a dump.
Well, in Texas, I can say you can get a really nice house for $250,000.
And you would imagine it might even be a rural home as well.
Yeah.
Outside of the city and everything.
Exactly. It's a really nice house. They had pictures. I've seen pictures of it. It's a nice house. It's a nice house for a regular person that's got a nice job.
That's what's up.
It's not for a guy that's worth almost $100 million or more, right? That's not the kind of house. It's not a $6.5 million house, Antonio Brown.
Mm-hmm.
But what is it? But you think about it, what do I need all that house for?
Exactly. If I have a family and a wife and kids, we already good. We got us our home. Our kids have their home they get to grow up in. Yep. Yeah, no, he get to me that just shows that he's a real person. And which further shows what they say about him as a leader in the locker room.
I agree with you. I wish I could add something to that, but when it comes to his bank account,
it's a whole lot of money in this motherfucker.
Unlike Antonio. Antonio's bank account is saying,
"Break yourself, fool!"
Uh-oh, he choking on them gummies.
He saw that bankruptcy statement. He said that.
That's right. That's right. And that child support is coming through like,
Ooh, baby, I like it, bro. Yeah, baby, I like it, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, let's see. What else have I done here? I'm going to switch sports and we're going to get back to football before we go. Well, I only got one more football story, so I'll go ahead and tell it real quick before we switch sports. One last football story, then we're going to switch sports real quick, okay?
All right.
Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. The top 10 by Pro Football Focus has put out a list of the top 10 NFL players under the age of 25.
Okay.
Okay.
At number 10, Kansas City cornerback Trent McDuffie.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
At number 9, the New York Football Jets wide receiver Garrett Wilson.
Okay.
Okay, in the top 10, I can agree with that.
What were you laughing at, man?
The New York Football Jets.
Anybody being in the top 10 from the Jets is kind of odd.
I like that flip you did.
You got that right. Waiting for the Giants.
You see, I'm pretty sure everybody
How'd
at
you
home
caught
can
it?
see as I caught it on.
I'm glad you caught it. I'm glad somebody caught it. It went right over Big Ed's head. He totally missed it. At number 8, quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers, Brock Purdy.
Okay.
Okay.
At number 7, quarterback for the Houston Texans, C.J. Stroud.
Ooh. Yeah, he made a statement. That's worth it.
At number 6, edge rusher from the Detroit Lions, Aiden Hutchinson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
At number 5, safety for the Baltimore Ravens, Kyle Hamilton.
Yeah, Kyle Hamilton, when it came to the IDP leagues, did me some wonders. So I
Okay.
can see that.
Okay. All right. I honestly, you mean IDP leagues, not ADP.
Oh, I thought I said IDP. My bad.
You sound like you said ADP, average draft position.
Yeah, no. My bad.
Okay. And Kyle Hamilton, I honestly, I didn't have an opinion, but if he plays defense for Baltimore, I'm going to agree. I'm just going to say that. At number 4, wide receiver for the Cincinnati Bengals, Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
At number 3, quarterback for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence.
There's a few people I'd put ahead of him.
Yeah.
I knew that would get some groans. I knew that one would get some groans.
Oh. Okay, I guess if that's what they want. I guess if that's what they
That's
want.
what they say.
Yeah.
At number 2,
I would have put Aiden Hutchinson in front of him.
at
CJ.
CJ, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Brock went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
Jamar Chase, I would have put over him. I mean,
Yeah.
I'd have dropped him. Definitely dropped him. At number 2, cornerback for the New York Jets, Sauce Gardner.
Top
I can see
5,
that
I
one.
don't know about 2 for me. But yeah, he's definitely a top 5.
And what were you saying, Big Ed?
I can see it.
And at number 1, any guesses?
Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
Under
yeah.
25?
Under
I
25?
believe so.
Yeah, I don't know, Lamar.
Offensive tackle for the Detroit Lions, Penei Sewell.
Oh, yeah. That
Wow.
you want to talk about a lineman who can be used as a utility. I cannot disagree with Penei Sewell.
There you go. That is the top 10, according to Pro Football Focus, the top 10 football players, NFL players under the age of 25.
Justin just turns 25 in June.
See, so he does not qualify.
What? Oh, wow. There's a whole list of people that should not have been in front of Justin Jefferson. Not even Jamar Chase should have been.
No, he doesn't qualify because he's too old. He's 25 now. He'll be 25 this month.
Okay, got you. I was gonna say, good Lord.
Yeah.
Is that an oversight?
He would definitely be probably on number one, actually.
Yeah.
You know, I'm kind of surprised we didn't see Puka on that list.
I'm surprised we didn't see Puka on that list as well, to be honest. Puka did have a very good season, enough to, if CJ's season was good enough to sway a vote, Puka should have been able to sway a vote too. I would put Puka before Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
absolutely. I can understand Trevor Lawrence, scratching at the top 10, but he wouldn't make my top 10.
Scratching at the top 10. Famous words. Famous words while he was on his way to the clinic. All right. Woo!
Go see the doctor.
Got him.
Go see the doctor. All right, let's see here. Switching gears to a new sport, to another sport. Let's talk a little basketball, shall we? All right, I know Big Ed is chomping at the bits because Minnesota has moved past the Denver Nuggets. The NBA champions are ousted by the Minnesota Timberwolves, and in grand fashion.
Man.
Yeah.
It was down by 20 at the start of the third?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna let y'all do the talk. I'm gonna let y'all do the talking, man. I'm just not that Detroit didn't even sniff Detroit got the worst record in basketball and still ended up with the 5th overall pick. That's some bullshit. Anyway.
Oh, wow. But yeah, the Wolves.
I hate the lottery, by the way. I hate the NBA lottery. I've always hated it. I've always thought it was rigged. I still to this day believe it's rigged, and it's all BS. I hate the NBA lottery. It just fixes the game to me.
Well, hey, it worked out well for the Knicks and for the Timberwolves.
I think you're kind of making this point.
I'm saying it's the NBA lottery is fixed, man. It always has been.
Right.
When you say it worked out for the Knicks and Timberwolves, what do you mean?
Well, the Timberwolves through the lottery ended up with Cat and Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, but they didn't get the number one pick. They just made a good pick, and that's
they were both number one picks.
Anthony Edwards was the number one pick.
Yep.
No, when did he come out?
3 years ago.
This is outside of my realm of
Maybe not the number one, but they were the Wolves' number one pick.
It was the Wolves' number one pick. I'm talking about they didn't get the first overall pick.
But Cat was a number one.
Cat was, yeah.
And then and then
I don't think
Andrew Wiggins.
But
Andrew Wiggins was a number one pick.
Yeah, but he's not living up to the billing of a number one pick.
No.
Yeah.
Like a lot of number one picks.
But I'm saying a lot of number one picks, when you get a when it's a guy that's hyped up, everybody got to have him, blah, blah, blah. They end up going someplace that you can almost see why the NBA chose it. Wembanyama going to San Antonio.
Yeah.
When the Pistons had the worst record in basketball and ended up with the 5th pick. And here they go with the worst record in basketball and got the 5th pick again for the 2nd year in a row. I mean, come on, man. What are we doing?
Oh, yeah. Edwards was the number one pick in 2020.
In 2020? Okay. All right, good. So look, they when they started the way they started this thing. You know why they started the draft the lottery?
Why
You
is
know
that?
how it started? Because Patrick Ewing was coming out and they wanted him to go to a major market. And there was not a major market getting the first overall pick. So they started to draft the lottery and he ended up in New York. Coincidence?
No.
I hate the draft lottery. I think it's all bullshit and I think it's rigged. I really do. I think it's totally and completely rigged.
Speaking of the Wolves, they up on the Mavs right now, 54-49.
Okay. I know for that game 7 though, that turning point, that nail in the coffin was I think it was Rudy who went up with that turnaround fade that he busted on him and it was over from there.
No, when when it got over, when the game was over, is when like Anthony Edwards and Karl Anthony Towns said, we stopped playing Wolves basketball and started playing Timberwolves basketball. When they clamped down that D and they were in everybody's face, like they have, they just clamped down their D, and every time somebody got the ball, it was a wolf in their face.
They play some defense. That I will say, their defense is tenacious, and that travels. Defense travels, and there's a good chance that they win this. They may have the. Everybody's saying Boston is the best team in basketball, but I've heard that before. I heard it last year. I heard it year before last.
Yep.
And they find a way to choke in the playoffs. They don't really do. They almost lost last night. Boston did. They played in Indiana, and they had to win in overtime because they go out BS and they do what they do. So I think Minnesota has a good chance to take the championship this year. I really do. And if they do, Anthony Edwards will officially be
the face of the
guy.
NBA.
I think in that regard, he is the. I'll go with what I heard. I heard somebody phrase it very well, and it was a young lady. I can't think of her doggone name, and I hate that I can't think of her name because I like her. It's Andrea something. Anyway, she said that she thinks he's the next face of the NBA, not the new face of the NBA. And I agree with that because until Steph and LeBron is gone, until LeBron is gone, he's the face of the NBA, like it or not. If he shows up at the game, the first highlight they're going to show is LeBron showing up at the game.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Until he hangs it up, he is the face. However, this guy is on his way.
Yeah.
And shame on Ja Morant for being a bonehead. It was his to have, and he lost it. And now Ant-Man has got next. He's got next, and it could come sooner than expected if they win that chip this year.
Yeah, and as long as they keep playing as physical as they've been playing, in this new atmosphere of the NBA, man, it looks like that championship's right in their grasp.
It is, man. And they will to do it. They will have had to go through Denver, Kyrie and Luka, and Boston if Boston gets there.
Don't forget they ran through KD too.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So there's a lot of people though.
Yeah, KD is trash, but yeah, you can throw that in there though. I ain't gonna knock that though. Yeah, I'm not gonna poo-poo it. You're right, and KD as well. So yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. KD, Jokic, Kyrie, Luka,
Jamal Murray,
and maybe if they go to Boston, maybe old boy in them as well, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
Yep.
So I mean that's a hell of a path.
Yeah,
that's a hell of a resume.
That's a gauntlet.
And right now, the resume we've written is just looking great as it is.
It definitely does. So, good luck to Minnesota. I want to see them do it. I can't lie. That's the team I'm hoping does it. Even though Big Ed would be nauseating, I'm still gonna say that's who I want to see. I want to see do it. I want to see Minnesota win. So,
Yeah,
that's who I'm rooting for. I'm not my son, so I'm not like jumping ship, and that's my new team. But that's who I'm rooting for from who's left.
Man, the atmosphere around here is just crazy right now.
Oh yeah,
And bring your ass is the slogan of Minnesota. It's even on our goddamn official Minnesota tourist site.
Yeah, if you type in bringyourass.com, it redirects you to the Minnesota tourist site.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Bring your ass. That's funny. I like it. So I got another one here. Speaking of NBA, since we're there, the TNT NBA crew are done. Did y'all know that?
Wow.
I just saw this.
TNT has lost their contract with the NBA, and so there's no more Chuck and Kenny and Shaq and Eddie.
Ernie.
Done. This is their last season.
Ernie.
I say TNT takes these.
What did I say, Eddie?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ernie. Damn. Okay. Anyway,
I think TNT should take the Sony and Marvel route here. You don't have to go and sell out or anything, but run a partnership with these same deals so you can keep your cash cows available. Have Inside the NBA on one of these other streaming services, and you're getting your cut of it. Just like how Sony's doing with Marvel. They're rival companies, but they know both their products coming together, they're both going to make money off of it.
if I was the station that's getting the NBA from TNT, I would rename the show and bring that same crew.
Mhm. Yep.
I would bring that same crew. But yeah, they will be missed. They've become a staple. They become part of the NBA. I don't know why the NBA would value money over that iconic show and really take that away from their fans.
Right.
I think that's a little. What can I say?
I'm almost certain there's got to be something in the works. Any company is going to be dumb to miss out on an opportunity that's had something that has had such a long run as a hot commodity, and it has potential to still keep on running. Because right now, one of the top things running right now is Shaq and Barkley interactions all throughout TikTok and YouTube Shorts, everywhere, Instagram, anywhere you look, that's all you're seeing. So the market's still there. Any company would be smart to realize we need to make sure these four are brought back.
Market is definitely still there, and the audience is definitely still there. But stranger things have happened.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks they can outdo what's already been done.
Oh yeah, you already know Netflix is going to try to find their own little something.
Yeah, they're gonna bring on Kevin Hart.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Let's see here. I got this one. Okay, so this is kind of an NBA story, but I'm gonna flip it so that it can be any sports story.
Okay.
I was watching an interview with George Blaha, and y'all don't know who George Blaha is,
No.
but everybody in Detroit knows who George Blaha is. Let me say this. I guarantee, I promise you that you've heard the voice of George Blaha. George Blaha has been the voice of the Detroit Pistons. He's been their commentator for my entire life.
Okay.
He also does Michigan State games. He's done a lot of the other stuff, but he's known as the Pistons guy. He's the one that made up Guaranteed. He's the one that made up. He made up pretty much all the nicknames for the Pistons was made up by George Blaha. Almost all the ones you can think of, he made them up. And he was being interviewed, and he said it shocks him that Bill Laimbeer is not in the Hall of Fame. He said Bill Laimbeer should be in the Hall of Fame. He took all the heat for the Bad Boys. He was the guy that took the heat. He was a top 5 defender, top 5 rebounder, and a top 10 scorer, right?
62-59.
So he said he believes that he will be. He should be, and he believes that he will be. There's no way they're not going to put Bill Laimbeer in the Hall of Fame. That's his stance, that he believes that they will make it right. He belongs, and he will be eventually. That said, I'll say of any sport, not just basketball, is there anyone that you believe is not in the Hall of Fame that belongs in the Hall of Fame? Dun, dun, dun. I dropped one on him, y'all. I dropped
Michael Vick. Michael Vick.
You know what? I think that's legit. I think that's legit. I'm with you with that one, and I think he will get in.
Did Donovan get in yet?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Vic will get in there eventually. Yeah, because that's Ocho. Ocho is not in.
No.
Ever since he made his own jacket, he went downhill from there.
Yeah.
It was downhill after that, man. It was like he was Hall of Fame bound, and then he did the gold jacket thing, and it was like ever since then you just didn't see it anymore. But I still think he did enough. I'm in agreement. I think Ocho belongs.
Andre Rison.
Ooh, Big Ed coming up with all the names. Ways,
right? I'm saying like, damn.
Big Ed is like the human Google all of a sudden. Look at him. He probably Google. He probably on Google.
No.
I'm trying to think of whether or not the people I'm thinking of are in the Hall of Fame or not, like Clinton Portis.
I don't think Clinton's in. I don't think so. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I don't think Clinton's in, but that's not a bad one. That's not a bad one. Yeah.
Santana Moss.
Oh.
Santana Moss is one of those guys that went under the radar for the longest.
NFL is harder to get in than the NBA.
What was one receiver from Pittsburgh? Not Hines Ward, the other one.
Like I said, the one receiver from Pittsburgh.
He caught the touchdown in the back of the end zone for them to win.
Santana Moss. He just said.
Oh,
that.
Okay.
Yeah. Thought it was something else.
Because he was also he spent most of his time over in Washington before he went to Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
I was a huge Santana Moss fan.
Santana Moss. Speaking of Washington, didn't we do? Is that what's coming up?
That's what's coming up on the Waysverse.
Okay,
next.
all right. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, the What Up Though Show Network, because we got some great shows for y'all, man. Y'all got to check it out. So the Waysverse, because I was like, I don't remember doing Washington, but I think I remember hearing Washington. Okay, so that's what's coming up next. The Washington Redskins, the Reds Commanders.
Reds Commanders.
I saw somebody call them the commies.
Wow.
Of course, so it would. Jeez. Oh man.
All right. I'm not gonna milk that too hard. Big Ed made that one worthwhile. Ways you sucked.
Yeah, pretty much. Basically.
One last story before I get to one last story. How about that? Drake lost $500,000, $565,000 betting on Tyson Fury.
So
he lost a battle and $500,000.
I was gonna say he just can't catch a win to save his life right now.
Yes, he caught another L. He really that's a big L too, boy.
Wait, Dennis Rodman. Is he in the? I don't think he's in the Hall of Fame, is he?
I don't know. He's getting in if he's not. He's going to get in if he's not, because that's a major oversight if he's not in yet. And I think you may be right. He may not be in yet. If he's not in, he's definitely getting in. Big Ed's Googling as we speak. You can you can see his face. Look, he looks all serious.
April 1st, 2011, he went in.
See, okay. You can tell. He think we can't tell when he's Googling. And it's like super obvious because he do like this all of a sudden. First his face runs up.
But yeah, Dennis is in.
All right.
Dennis is in. Dennis, I thought he was in, but I wasn't sure. So but yeah, he's definitely he was definitely a Hall of Famer though.
Yeah.
That said, all right, we're gonna dive into this, and then this is the last story. I promise y'all, this is where we're gonna end it. Okay.
All right.
Ready?
Yep.
All right.
Apple Music has announced their most recent list, the 2024 list of top 100 albums of all times.
Oh.
We'll blow through some of these because some of these we don't know and some of these we do.
All right.
At number 100, Body Talk by Robin. I've never heard of it. Who's
Nope.
Robin?
I don't know. Someone knows him, but I don't know.
And number 99, for this to even be on the list, it surprised me that it's this low. At number 99, Hotel California by the Eagles.
Oh, wow.
At number 98, Astro World by Travis Scott.
Yeah, that one's been losing a lot of steam.
97, Rage Against the Machine by Rage Against the Machine.
Okay.
96, Pure Heroin by Lord. 95, Confessions by Usher.
Oh, wow.
Damn.
94, Untrue by Burial. 93, A Seat at the Table by Solange.
Why is she on the list, period?
Thank you. I didn't want to be the one to say that.
Like, let's be honest, really. Like,
well, if she could be on the list of the number one person you want to slap your boyfriend
in an elevator, I got you.
oh my
At number
gosh.
92, Flower Boy by Tyler the Creator.
Interesting that being the album.
You'll get that a lot. You'll get that a lot coming up. Trust me. It's like, okay.
But what about this?
Yes, but
I'm like, what about Igor? Hold on.
But you know, I think it's interesting that Waze actually knows this guy's albums. But anyway,
right.
He's the only Tyler the Creator fan I know. So that was I saw that I said, well, I've got to do this now.
Right.
I gotta support my fellow nerds no matter what.
At number 91, Listen Without Prejudice Volume 1 by George Michael.
Interesting.
At number 90, wow, Back in Black by AC/DC.
90?
Yeah.
All right, so
if you ask Waze's mom, that's number one.
Yeah, and if
me, it's top 20.
And if it's me, it's top 5. So
that's a monster of it.
What I will say is Apple Music could kiss my ass. That's what I am trying to say.
That's a monster of an album, man. Speaking of a monster of an album, at number 89, The Fame Monster by Lady Gaga.
Not ahead of Back to whatever. All right, never mind.
It's gonna be a whole lot of not ahead of Back in Black. Go ahead and let that go, because Back in Black is a beast. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah,
that is a beast.
That my feelings are somewhat kind of hurt about this.
That belongs way higher than 90. Anyway, number 88, I Put a Spell on You by Nina Simone.
Huh.
Oh wow.
At 87, Blue Lines by Massive Attack. I used to like Massive Attack, actually. And I think that's interesting that they made this list because they're very alternative music type.
Eclectic.
Yeah, very eclectic. I really like Massive Attack.
Kind of like Tool.
Kind of like that. Kind of like Jamiroquai.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of where I put them in that vibe, and I was into
Huh.
that vibe for a little while. I probably would have not put any of their work in my top 100, but I do like the group. 86, My Life by Mary J. Blige.
Wow.
85, Golden Hour by Casey Musgraves. Mhm. 84, Doggy Style by Snoop Dogg.
Wow. That low?
Ooh, I'm gonna keep my opinion. Look, I'm just gonna keep my opinion to myself.
83, Horses by Patti Smith. And at 82, Get Rich or Die Trying by 50 Cent. Yeah, his face expression is funny.
This reminds me of that one list I did where you guys was just like, oh hell no. So somebody must have been smoking something making this list.
See, whoever made this list accidentally hit randomize.
At 81, After the Gold Rush, Neil Young. At 80, the Marshall Mathers LP by Eminem.
Are you kidding me? Okay. If I swear, if I hear Lizzo in the top 10, I'm gonna lose my shit.
Yeah, we gonna throw that no cussing rule out the window in a minute here.
Yeah.
At
This is
number
getting
79,
personal.
at number 79, Norman Effin Rockwell by Lana Del Rey. No idea. Might be
Ahead of Marshall Mathers and Doggy Style?
Hey, they got look.
Ain't no way.
Lana Del Rey literally had one good album, and that one was not even it.
I want to try the acid to stay on. No, I used to do acid back in the day, way back in the day when I was young, and I want to hit that they got to make this list.
At number 78, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road by Elton John.
I'm not gonna complain about that. I do think this should be higher, but that's me.
Me too. At number 77, Like a Prayer by Madonna.
Wow.
That was actually a really good album.
Yeah. It's top
Number
20 at least.
I would say, yeah, 25, yeah. I wouldn't have complained. At number 76, Un Verano Sin Ti by Bad Bunny.
Okay, why is he on the list?
Over AC/DC for real though.
Over Marshall Mathers LP? Over
Mm.
Doggy Style?
Over
Get
Lana
Rich or
Del
Die
Rey.
Trying?
At number 75, Super Duper Fly by Missy Elliott.
Higher.
Wow.
That's like Creed. You got to
It's
take
top
me
10.
higher.
That's top 10.
At number 74, Downward Spiral by Nine Inch Nails.
I like that one
I'm
personally.
going to take
Record's
Nine
still
Inch Nails inside my eyelids. At number 73, Asia by Steely Dan. Y'all don't know nothing about Steely Dan, but Steely Dan is the shiznit, so I ain't got no complaints about him being on the list. I probably would have had him a little higher, but I'm okay with it being top. As long as it's top 75. I would prefer to see it top 50, but
Yeah.
Steely Dan is classic. Hey 19, 72, SOS by SZA.
Over fucking Back in Black.
At number 71, Trans Europe Express by Kraftwerk. Another group that I used to absolutely love, but that's the wrong album. Don't get me wrong, I used to like Trans Europe Express, but it was not as good as the album before that with I'm the Operator in Your Pocket Calculator. That was a better album. It was a better album than Trans Europe Express. I forget the name of the album, the title of that album, but it was, I would know it if I saw it, but I know Trans Europe Express was the follow-up to that, because that one had numbers. Each, me, son, she. 1, 2. I don't know nothing about that. That was all that. That was all that. Yeah, Kraftwerk was monsters. That would have, if it was the other album, that one probably would have been in my top 20. This one, Trans Europe Express, okay. I mean, I'm okay with it being where the only song I liked on it was Trans Europe Express.
Okay.
Anyway, 70, Straight Outta Compton, NWA.
You gotta be kidding me. That okay.
And number 69, Master of Puppets by Metallica.
You gotta be kidding me. For real? That's top 10.
Number 68, Is This It by The Strokes.
Man, you give me a
Yeah.
head.
Don't know. 67, Dummy by Portishead.
Oh wow.
66, The Queen is Dead by The Smiths. I don't know that one.
No, neither do I.
Me neither.
65, 3 Feet and Rising by De La Soul.
65. Okay.
At 64, Baduism by Erica Badu.
Oh my god.
You gotta be kidding me. This is
Oh my god. Are these-
Baduism is a monster.
Oh wow.
That one should be way up there. Oh, this one should be way up there. 63, Are You Experienced by the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Oh my goodness. That's top 5 for me.
Yeah.
I swear.
If I'm only using the songs that's on this list, the albums that's on this list, Jimi Hendrix Experience is definitely top 10. I'll say that.
Yeah.
Because if I was doing my own list, my list would look a lot different than this.
Oh yeah. Way different.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of albums that probably wouldn't have made my list because I don't know them. So I can't judge those. But I can say Are You Experienced is a classic.
Yeah.
62, All Eyes on Me by Tupac.
Yeah. Okay. That's nice.
Bless they. What they say down south? Bless your heart.
Yeah.
All right. At 61, Love Deluxe by Sade.
Is that the one with Smooth Operator?
No.
No, it's
I was
not.
about to say, no complaints. I just think it's the wrong album.
Yeah, it's the wrong album.
Wrong album.
Great artist. Actually, I would be okay with Love Deluxe being at 61 if somewhere in the top 10, top 20, I would find one of the others that I believe belong up there.
Yeah.
At number 60, like Stronger Than Pride should have been up there, or Diamond Life. Diamond Life or Stronger Than Pride. Stronger Than Pride is the one that should have been in. That should be top 5. That's my top 5. Not Diamond Life. I like better than Love Deluxe too. I think Diamond Life is top. I would say top 30, but Love is Stronger Than Pride is top 5. That's the one with Smooth Operator.
Yeah.
That's come on, man. Anyway, but Love Deluxe to me is probably number 3. I would say Love Deluxe is number 3 on Sade album list. If you listed Sade's albums, I would put Love Deluxe at number 3.
Yeah.
Put it that way. So anyway, number 60, The Velvet Underground and Nico by Velvet Underground and Nico. 59 AM by Arctic Monkeys. I'm just going to blow past these I've never heard of. Unless y'all react, I'm going to keep going. 58, What's the Story? Morning Glory by Oasis. 57, another one who got the right artist and the wrong album, Voodoo by D'Angelo.
Okay.
Brown Sugar album, Better by 16,100 Miles.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's not even close.
No.
I
Wrong
think they're
album, right artist.
I think they're intentionally choosing the wrong albums to minimize their work.
Disintegration by The Cure. At number 55, Anti by Rihanna.
No one's ever heard of that album.
At 54, A Love Supreme by John Coltrane. And you can't argue with Coltrane, right?
No.
Just got to let that one roll. Same with this group. Just another one, you just got to let it roll. 53, Exile on Main Street by the Rolling Stones. You name groups like that, you just let it be. 52, Appetite for Destruction by Guns N' Roses.
Just let it be.
51.
Oh,
You notice
oh,
I have an extremely long pause.
hold on. That Guns N' Roses one.
Yes.
I think the Spaghetti album was better.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take your word for it. I don't know the albums, but I do like the group.
Yeah.
Whatever one got Pour Some Sugar on Me, that's the one I like. I like
Yeah.
that.
That wasn't Guns N' Roses.
Well, see how much I know.
I think that was Def Leppard.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I thought it was Guns N' Roses. Anyway. At number 51. He's Googling it.
It was Def Leppard.
Okay.
He was really quick on Google.
He's
That time.
Googling
I'm
it.
getting faster. I'm getting faster.
He said, "I left my browser tab open."
At 51. See, he think I don't know what he's Googling. This might be busting him. At 51, Sign of the Times by Prince.
Oh my God.
Oh,
That should have been top 20.
You think? You think? Wait a minute. What's going on here? What is going on here? Oh, hold on for a second. I got to pause for the cause.
uh-oh. I'll pause.
Nope, you good.
All right.
For some reason, my thing is not powering up. Okay, there you go. All right, I'm back. I know I didn't hear it earlier when I plugged it in. It normally makes a little noise when I plugged in, so I thought I was plugged in, but I wasn't. So I was losing charge on my. Anyway,
He was pulling a
at
big
number
Ed.
50, huh?
He was pulling a big Ed.
Not
Basically.
exactly.
No, I remember a few times my back. Oh, and I had to hurry up.
Oh yeah, you're right. I was pulling a big head. All right, at number 50, "Hounds of Love" by Kate Bush. At 49, "The Joshua Tree" by U2.
No, the wrong album.
48, "Paul's Boutique" by the Beastie Boys.
Oh, I'll let it be.
License to Ill.
Thank you.
Yeah.
But I'm going to let it be because I know that on the major scale, Paul's Boutique was actually a bigger album, but License to Ill was a better album.
Yeah.
At number 47, "Take Care" by Drake.
I don't think any of his albums need to be on the list.
That's because you're a Drake. That's you. A
No,
hater. You're a hater.
If this was a hits list, yeah. But an albums list,
You're a
no.
hater. You're a hater. Tell the
No.
truth. Tell the truth. Do you have it? Have you ever heard that album?
No.
Okay. See what I'm saying? But you just
But
going
hey,
by what you hear.
We've said it before.
You just
Drake
go
makes
by-
good. Drake makes good hits. He don't make good albums.
That's just what you heard. But
No, that's
which
what
one of his albums have you heard?
I don't know.
Thank you. You're not speaking from experience. You're speaking from hearsay. So I leave it alone. That's cliche. That
I'm
you
speaking from what we've said on this
you
show.
said on this show.
No, what we have said.
You
You've
have
said it before on the show.
I didn't say that. I didn't
Wait.
say he had no good album.
Wait.
I never said he had no good
We got to
album.
pull up the tape.
I have never said he doesn't have any good albums.
But
I
got
said-
an album. But he's got an album right now that belongs in the top 100 albums of all time.
I would say not this one, but yes, I liked his first one. I liked his first album, but I've only heard 2 of his albums in its entirety, maybe 3.
Okay.
I've heard 3 of his albums in its entirety, and I liked 2 of them. But let me rephrase that. One of them I liked a lot, but the first one, yeah, I would have the first one in my top 50. Yeah, absolutely.
I've listened
best
to
I ever had, and I just want to be
Forever on there.
asphalt, and I would have put that. In my top 50.
I've listened to 3 Drake
And I've said that
albums.
before that I like that album. I've said it that's why I never said he didn't have any good albums. I just said that by hip hop standards, he doesn't have any classics. He doesn't have any that hip hop fans consider classics.
Okay.
That's a fact.
Okay, yeah.
But that's just you're just speaking on what the cliches is because you're a hater. If you hate Drake, you just buy everything you hear, like you and Dejan. Go ahead, Waze. I'm sorry.
See, personally, I've listened to at least 3 Drake albums, none of which I would put them on a top 100 list. But that's, I think, a matter of personal preference over anything, because I find Drake to be more pop and everything. So it really messes me up on the whole genre of where he categorizes himself and whether or not he actually has a good album. But I think it's more biased on I'm not a fan of his sound.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So speaking of that, when people say Drake's a culture vulture, and people like Big Ed buy into that, and Dejan buy into that, but you're Eminem fans, what are you saying? Exactly. My point exactly. Let's move on. And at number
what causes it? What causes has Drake supported?
I don't know. I don't follow him like that.
And Eminem has actually supported black causes.
I don't follow him like that. I to be honest, I don't know. I'm sure he's supported some, but I don't follow him that way. But that's not what the culture vulture is. That's not how the culture vulture is normally defined.
Okay.
But I just say that to make the point. Sometimes it's just about who you like and what you believe.
I feel you.
And number 46. Another one I would have way higher. Exodus by Bob Marley and the Wailers.
Ow.
Wow.
Ow. All right.
Well, yeah, exactly. That one stings for me. 45, Homogenic by Bjork.
Why is she on the list?
44, Intervision. Huh?
Why is Bjork on the list at all?
Bjork would be Bjork would be in somewhere, would be back there with where they got Back in Black. Imagine that. Back in Black was almost 50 spots below Bjork. Man. But anyway, Intervisions at number 44, Intervisions by Stevie Wonder. Good album, wrong album.
Yeah.
Songs in the Key of Life or would be
Songs in the Key of Life.
Yeah, that's probably the one I would.
Yeah.
But Intervisions is a good album. I respect that they put Stevie Wonder in the list.
Yeah.
43, Remain in Light, Talking Heads. 42, Control by Janet Jackson.
Wow.
Actually, about where it belongs, in my opinion.
Okay.
41, you'll like this one. The album that for years I called Aquemini, Aquemini by Outkast.
And that's at what?
41.
41.
Okay.
Aquemini by Outkast. I still like Aquemini better than Aquemini. Number 40, I Never Loved a Man the Way That I Love You by Aretha Franklin.
Okay.
At 39, Illmatic by Nas.
Wow.
Right album, wrong spot. Much higher.
We're getting to that place where
I'd put Godson on the list too somewhere.
who?
Not Godson.
If I had to choose one album per individual to show up on the list once, Illmatic is definitely the album for.
Yeah. You put Godson over Drake? At number 38.
Hell yeah.
At number 38.
Wow.
It's great.
Yes. Way over Drake.
No, Godson over Drake.
Yes.
Tapestry by Carole King. At this point, we're at the point where it's just a matter of, does that really belong there?
Right.
Okay.
At 37. Waze, you sitting down?
Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah.
You got to make sure you got on a seatbelt.
I hope. This sounds like it's going to hurt.
Whatever you do not jump through your screen. At number 37, Enter the Wu-Tang, 36 Chambers by the Wu-Tang Clan.
Man, I almost punched my laptop.
You know, This is why people don't trust Apple in the first place.
Right.
See, y'all can't even get it right in music. Look, whoever did this for y'all, whoever gathered this information for y'all, just fire them. They don't need a career.
Or they're in the wrong career.
At number 36, Beyonce by Beyonce.
Okay, I guess that's fair.
At number 35, London Calling by The Clash. At number 34, a group that Waves has called whack in the past. It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back by Public Enemy.
Top 10.
Easily. Now, on this list, because it's of all times and it's every genre, including past and present, I would probably say top 20 because it's very hard. It's very hard. And I'm not really mad at it being top 35.
It
Waves,
made the list.
Waves, it wouldn't even made Waves' list.
No.
He
But a lot of stuff won't make
He
Waves.
hates Houdini and Public Enemy. That's
That's not
you know what?
necessarily
You know
true.
what? You know what? It's necessary to say. You disrespected Public Enemy and Houdini on the same night.
This is fair. This is very much fair. But we don't need to bring up the past. You know,
No, we need to bring it up every time they come up. Every time Public Enemy and Houdini comes up in conversation, you're gonna hear about it because that was blatant disrespect of two icons of hip hop. 33, Kid A by Radiohead. At 32, Big Ed, you okay over there?
Yeah, for right now.
Okay, do me a favor, Big Ed. Take a deep breath. Breathe first. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. He looks like he's cool. We got to start you at a certain level. I just before
he goes 0 to 100 too damn fast.
Yeah. So you got to get him to 0 because
Another good Drake song.
If he's already at 50, you got a problem. So at 32, Ready to Die by Notorious B.I.G.
Yeah, I don't put that. I don't rank that one too high.
What? That's his best album.
Yeah, it might be his best album. It make number 1 on the Biggie album list, but it makes my top 15.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Man, do I need to start naming the songs off of this album?
No, there's just a lot that I like better than that one.
Okay.
Especially if we go in all genres.
You must not have had that album.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. At 31.
I put Diary ahead of that one. By Scarface?
I don't. Not Ready to Die is a freaking classic, man. That's if it was all hip hop, that's probably in my top 5 or at least in my top 10.
Yeah.
Ready to Die is cover to cover monstrous. And it had hits. Jagged Little Pill, Alanis Morissette.
I can get with that one.
Okay.
I can too. I'm with that. At number 30, When We All Fall Asleep, Where Do We Go by Billie Eilish.
No. Billie Eilish would not even make my list.
At number 29, The Low End Theory by A Tribe Called Quest.
Wow.
See, here's the thing though. We're kind of into hip hop and all that. So to us, that's
The
that's
hip-hop
low.
album deserve more.
Even of all time, I'd put that in the top 20.
Yeah. When it comes to all genres, I still would have it top 20.
Okay. Well, it's 29. At 28, The Dark Side of the Moon by Pink Floyd.
Oh, wow.
Top 15.
Shit, that's one of my top 5s.
27, Led Zeppelin 2 by Led Zeppelin. At 26, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye West.
Wow.
First of all, no. For number 5 and College Dropout. Wow. Okay.
Wow. That's the one. No, that was Heartthrobs and Heartbreaks with Runaway on it. That was the one after Heartthrobs and Heartbreaks.
Either way, it's not even his number 2 album.
No.
Like,
no.
what the hell?
College Dropout is his best album.
Yeah.
College Dropout.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Which, hey, I started school June 3rd for my bachelor's degree in music production.
Oh,
Congratulations.
I just got all the paperwork finalized today.
All right, cool in the game. Congrats. Good luck with that.
Thank you.
At number 25, Kind of Blue by Miles Davis.
I will not disagree with Miles Davis in any form.
Gotta leave him alone, right? That's when just gotta leave that one alone.
I will leave that alone no matter
That's
what.
one of those you just gotta leave it alone. 24, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars by David Bowie. At number 23, Discovery by Daft Punk.
I understand, but really?
Yeah. At 22, Born to Run. I know, right? Over Drake. At 22, Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen. I'm surprised it's not Born to Be Wild, but anyway.
Right.
21, or Born in the USA.
I was gonna say Born in the
Right.
USA.
I got my songs mixed up. There's too many Born tos. What about Jason Bourne? Anyway, at number 21, Revolver, The Beatles.
No.
Really?
Sergeant Pepper.
Yeah.
What the hell are they thinking?
Like, really?
Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Heart Band.
Yeah.
Wow.
I do agree. At number 20, Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys. At number 19, The Chronic by Dr. Dre.
At least it made the top 20.
Yeah.
But I gotta say this. I believe
Doggy Style was
Style
better.
by Snoop Dogg was better. Yeah. I believe
Yeah.
that. At
Back in Black.
Back in Black, it's still it should still be climbing, right?
Get rich or not trying.
Hey, shit, Drake. At 18, 1989 by Taylor Swift.
So you keep saying Drake, but you have not once repeated the album name. Like, that's the thing.
You got to scroll back too far to find it.
It was the wrong album. Number 17, What's Going On by Marvin Gaye.
I'll leave it.
Yeah, you got to leave that one alone. That's another, leave him alone. 16, Blue by Joni Mitchell. 15, 21 by Adele.
You know what? I'll leave it.
14, Highway 61 Revisited by Bob Dylan. See, they're touching some stuff that I just can't touch. I just
Right.
leave
Yeah.
artists alone. 13, The Blueprint by Jay-Z.
I'll leave it.
Over Drake?
On an all-time list, hell yeah. Then especially over Drake.
At number
Anything by
12.
Drake.
At number 12, OK Computer by Radiohead.
Okay, I'm fair. That's fair.
This the first person that this the first group that's got 2 on there.
Yeah, it is. See, something sus.
Rumors at number 11, Rumors by Fleetwood Mac.
Top 20, yeah, but that's currently too high.
You ready for the top 10?
Yeah.
Comes the second group to have 2. At number 10, Lemonade by Beyonce.
Okay.
At number 9, Nevermind by Nirvana.
That's not the one with Teen Spirit, is it?
I think it is.
I don't know any Nirvana albums. I know more Drake albums than Nirvana. At number 8, Back to Black by Amy Winehouse.
That's the okay. Whatever. I don't get me wrong. Okay. I'm gonna get myself canceled.
I'll leave it.
AC/DC still alive. I'm just gonna say that.
At number 7, and I'm sorry, not sorry. There's no way this is in my top 10. No way I'm picking this over the 50 Cent album. No way I'm picking this over the Biggie album. No way it's going over Snoop. No way in all of hell. Good Kid, Mad City by Kendrick Lamar.
Oh no.
It's in my top 20, but
Top 20.
Sorry, not sorry.
like I'm a huge Kendrick fan. I'm not gonna be shy
I'm
to
not.
say
It's
it.
in my, I'm not.
but-
It's in my top 75.
It's in my
Top
top.
No way I'm
20.
putting that over Public Enemy. It Takes a Nation of Millions.
I still even put Public Enemy ahead of that one.
Oh, you don't. You are not allowed to speak on.
I'm just being honest.
You are not allowed to speak on Public Enemy. When it comes to Public Enemy and Houdini, just don't say it. Just bite your tongue, sir.
I'm still waiting for one album that I'm gonna be upset if it hasn't made it at all.
It probably hasn't. At this point, it probably hasn't.
Where are we at?
Number 6,
Mm.
Okay.
Songs in the Key of Life by Stevie Wonder.
Yep. Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
That's fair.
That's fair.
We mentioned that one before when they had Intervisions by Stevie. We said,
Yeah.
Songs in the Key of Life was way ahead of.
This is the
Yeah.
third person now that's had 2 albums on there.
That is.
Yeah.
At number 5, Blonde by Frank Ocean.
No.
What the onions?
What the pH? Their pH balance is off.
All right, look, I respect Frank Ocean. He's got good music out there, but that's cute. That's really cute. that he really
Not for a
does.
top 100 list.
And first of all, if you're gonna put
Top
any Frank
5.
Ocean, if you're gonna put Frank Ocean in any top 100 list for albums, it's gotta be what you call it, that Orange album. Other than that, no.
Top 5.
But it still barely makes the top 100.
Exactly. Like maybe 100 to 95 range.
It's number 5.
Yeah, no, they tripping.
Right. Drug abuse is bad, guys.
Yeah.
When you abuse drugs, you make lists like this and put it out on the internet.
As the eloquent,
We need to stop that.
as the eloquent Lawrence Taylor had once said in this movie, called what you call it, Waterboy. And this kid is why you don't do crack.
At number 4, Purple Rain by Prince and the Revolution.
Okay.
All right, that's better.
deal with
I
it.
feel better now. I feel a little bit better.
Number 3, Abbey Road by the Beatles.
Okay, I can get with that one.
Yeah, that's fair. I'll leave it.
At number 2, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
All right.
Number 2 is a big one, man. When you hear number 2, you're going to say, what could possibly be number 1? At number 2, Thriller by Michael Jackson.
Oh wow.
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 I have my
what's number
personal
one?
opinions. I have
What's
my
number
own.
1?
Yeah.
Any guesses on what could possibly be number 1? Knowing what you now know is number 2. Any guesses?
Oh no! Why am I forgetting this?
Michael Jackson, Dangerous.
That's what I'm thinking. Dangerous.
Not Michael Jackson.
Oh wow. Then
I
don't
swear
know.
to God, if you say Britney Spears,
Black artist.
Oh.
Artist is black. The artist is black. I'm giving you hints. I want y'all to get.
Prince, 1999.
black artist,
Artist is female.
female black artist, Whitney Houston. Whitney
Lauryn Hill, the miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
A miseducation of Lauryn Hill. By Lauryn Hill
Yeah.
is the number 1
I
album.
can get with that. I can get with that one.
I know one album that I didn't hear that definitely deserved a spot in the top 100 over a few that I heard that no one's ever heard of.
Not over Drake, but over
Al Green's "Let's Stay Together."
yeah. I could see that. I could see that. I would have been good with that being on the list.
For political and moral reasons, they kept one person off this list.
Go ahead.
Should have been there with 12 play. R. Kelly.
I would have been okay with it being on the list, but at the same time, I'm okay with it not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good album, very good album. He had a couple of them that could have been there. I mean, he had a few of them that could have been on the list. But I'm okay with none of it. I'm okay with him not being on the list at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Same time that I can see it, I can see why I can see, and not even about the why. I could see him not being on the list as well.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything that's missing for me? Yes. Yes, there's one big one missing for me. Raising Hell by Run DMC.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Midnight Marauders.
Mm-hmm.
And they got Tribe on there though. Tribe is on the list. But Run DMC did not be on the list at all.
Right.
And I mean we're talking the first platinum rap CD, Game Changer. I thought Raising Hell by Run DMC.
LL should have been on the list.
I love L, but I'm okay with it not. I'm okay with him not being on the list.
It's dark.
there's
Hell is hot.
There's some albums
Over Billie Eilish, yeah.
There's some albums I would take LL over that did make the list, but I don't know that I would put him. If I don't know, I'm okay with LL not. I don't think he has one that would really go. Maybe Bad. Maybe I'm bad. I'm bad by LL possibly.
Yeah.
When did you say?
I originally said it's dark and hell is hot, but then I thought about Flesh of My Flesh.
Yeah, but DMX.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have did. No, it's dark and hell is hot.
Yeah.
I don't know. Flesh of My Flesh was mine.
My Flesh was good too. I like both of those. Either one of those could have gotten a shout. DMX made good albums. He made some good albums.
Yeah.
The Carter. The Carter 4.
By Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not a Lil Wayne fan, so okay. Lil Wayne would have been one that I said, okay.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. That's fair.
Yeah. He's been there for me. I'm just not. I don't have a Lil Wayne bone in my body, but I don't dislike Lil Wayne. I don't hate Lil Wayne. I like his music. I just never took the time to listen to an album because his voices annoys me too much to sit and listen to Lil Wayne for an hour.
You know,
it'd be fucking nuts.
You know what album recently came out that we were all over and definitely has earned its place in the top 100 was that Silk Sonic album.
I wouldn't have been mad. I wouldn't have been mad to see it. I actually kind of like Anderson .Paak's first album even better, to be honest.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't have been mad to see Silk Sonic. I think it could have, if it was there, I wouldn't have been mad about that.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Mike Jackson only had one.
Right.
Yeah, he should have had at least
Off the Wall should have been on there.
I was just gonna say you got Off the Wall, you got
Off the
Dangerous.
Wall, you got
Dangerous.
Off the Wall, Dangerous. You got Bad.
Mm-hmm.
You've got some. I think Off the Wall. I mean, if any of those could have been on there, any of those three could have made this list. I think.
Yeah.
But it's the list, and that's the
list.
show, folks. I'm going to not beat it to the pulp. I'm just glad that Drake made it.
But at the same time, Kendrick did get higher.
That's because he was smoking. He was smoking nuts. When you smoke pipe, you get there. You get higher when you smoke pipe. Smoking pipe gets you higher. Anyway, but Michael Jackson was higher than Prince. How about that? Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though Prince had two on there. But that said, that's the show for today, man. I want to thank y'all for joining us. This is the off season. I'm not sure how many more shows we got before we get back to the showdown, but it's closing in, y'all. It's closing in because it's a lot more football stuff happening. It's coming. It's coming.
Training camp starting soon.
Ooh.
Hey, it's time to start checking y'all's rosters. If you got Dynasty, start checking your rosters.
I'm checking them because it's time to start making a decision on who gets to stay and who got to go. That said, that's the end of the show. I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson. I'm here with the Nasty Boys, Big Ed Ways, and we are out of here like last year. Thanks for joining us for the off season.